Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadidamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Many women come to me for healing, and they are stuck in the area of love. So I thought I would do an episode about love and how it relates to your spiritual path and how you can start to change your vibration so that that love, that true love, that soulmate relationship actually manifests in your life. And I can tell you from personal experience, it is a beautiful occurrence. Namaste and welcome to the Spiritual Wealth Podcast. I'm your host, Alexandra Savitri Amba, director of the American Reiki Academy, Los Angeles' oldest Reiki school, and the Vedic Healing Center. I'm a Reiki master, Vedic healing master, clairaudient channel, and healer who has practiced and taught healing and spiritual self-development for more than 35 years, led pilgrimages to India, and studied with blessed Indian gurus. On this show, I help you awaken, develop, and tap into your spiritual power so that you may live well, manifest your dreams, and ultimately fulfill your unique divine destiny by working from the inside out. It all begins with energy. So welcome to today's episode, and it is an episode on love and true love and attracting love and kind of clearing away the blocks or energetic obstacles that are preventing that soulmate dream relationship from actually happening in your life. Now, this topic is such an important topic. It is, as I said in the intro, it's something that people come to me all the time with when they come for sessions or when they do mentorship with me. They want to learn techniques, they want to learn healing modalities, but also there is this kind of unrest underneath if they are still seeking on some level this true love experience in their life. And I wanted to speak about the topic of love in a little bit of a different way as it relates to healing. Now, this topic is so huge, I cannot ever imagine to do it justice in a small episode. But I want to touch on some points that you may not have thought of. The first thing I want to tell you is that you have a love story waiting to happen in your life. Once you start understanding that and really believing it, you open the doors to receive. But here's the thing. You have a love story waiting to happen in your life, and it's with yourself. Every healing modality, every healing practice, every healing method, every healing session occurs between you and the divine. So every technique we're doing is to open up more energy in ourselves so that we can become expanded. In an expanded state, we attract. And you may think that you love and honor yourself. You may think you have a healthy sort of self-esteem, and you probably do to some level, because at least you are aware of these components of the healing path. True love and self-esteem. However, all healing work delves deeply into topics. We don't just do surface level work. We're always looking for the energies that live beneath the surface. So if someone were to say to you, "Do you love yourself?" you would probably say, "Yes, yes, I do. Of course I do." If someone said to you, "Do you feel confident?" you might say, "Yes, yes, of course I feel confident." But when we have not manifested something in our lives, we go into, or at least this is how I learned, we go into the nuances of what's going on. We really examine the patterns in our lives, what has brought us to where we are. Now, in the realm of love, if we're specifically working with relationships and wanting to attract a soulmate relationship, a divine partner, we're going to look at what has brought you to the here and now. What blocks may be in the way? What have you swept under the rug? What are you ignoring? What is your... These are just some of the ideas that are coming to mind and some of the things I work with when I work one-on-one with women and some men, but specifically with love, I work with a lot of women. So we look at all different nuances of what's going on in your life that has brought you to the here and now, where you find yourself alone and wanting to attract a relationship, feeling that this would be very advantageous to you. This would bring great joy to your life. So we look at what has brought you here and what we can learn from those lessons. And more importantly, what we look at is how we can clear the energies that are blocking this divine partnership from entering your life. Because in every moment, we know that we are in an attraction phase. We are always attracting and repelling. Attracting and repelling. It's happening in every single moment. Think of everything as yin and yang, giving and receiving, attracting and repelling. So if you are not attracting what you desire, we look at the other component. How are you repelling it? What have you done to repel it? What are you still doing to repel it? Now, when we work with healing energies, healing modalities, healing practices, there are many different ways of working. We can work energetically in the field with something like Reiki, where we're actually altering the field. We can work with sound vibration, sacred sound. We can work with introspection. We can work with other clearing techniques, like I do something called soul pattern clearing, where we identify the root cause of some of the upset in your life regarding, it can be regarding anything, but today we're talking about love. So we trace it back to its source, beliefs that were made, and it's a fascinating process with a sequence of dialoguing. And this is the interesting thing, when you come upon the root cause that's being held in your system. That's why I call it soul pattern clearing. You have a pattern your soul has been carrying with you. And when we look at that, identify it, understand it, bring it to the front, you give it the opportunity to clear so that then you can attract. So again, we have unconscious beliefs that are actually repelling from us the exact thing we would like to attract. And in this case, it is love. So today, I want to just first have you, the listener, understand that the first love story waiting to happen is within you. It's with yourself. A great, great love for yourself, because when we've accumulated lifetimes of negative experiences that have become patterns in our life, on some level it has caused a disconnection from self and a lack of love, an actual lack of love, a great deal of judgment and shame, blame, guilt, whatever negative attributes you can give to that. So you may not even know you're carrying this with you. That's why I talk about conscious and unconscious energies that we clear. So the first energy has to do with reconnecting with self. And we can do that through a great amount of self-care, yes, where you fall in love with yourself again. You start nurturing yourself. You start really listening to what the body needs, what the being needs, and then acting upon it. We also do it with specific techniques, like I mentioned. For instance, how I work with people when they come with a specific technique and they say they are stuck in this area, I might suggest the soul pattern clearing, because we really identify on a conscious level what's going on. See, the thing is, if you are not willing, I'm going to suggest this, to look at what is going on underneath the surface, you will keep hovering in the same kind of pattern, energetic pattern in your life. And then you'll wonder why nothing is changing. So with healing work, real healing work, we go deeply into these patterns. It's like we're excavating things that need to come to light and emerge. And what I like about these techniques is they are deep, they work, they create change that you can feel in your energy field. And whether it be Reiki, or let's say I'm doing the soul pattern work with someone, you get that amazing aha moment. I worked for many years with my Reiki master on issues in my life so that I could attract on a higher level. I knew that real healing means going deeply into yourself and understanding yourself, where you've come from, what you're carrying with you. See, here's the thing. We're all carrying with us baggage from other lifetimes, if you believe in that. If you don't believe in that, that's fine. You can still just say baggage from this lifetime, from your childhood. So, and from experiences that you've had in the past. So all of these things create imprints in the energy field, and the imprints also create patterns. Some of those patterns have been held for thousands of years. Again, if you believe in reincarnation and that you've been here before, you may have been carrying this pattern for many, many lifetimes. And the thing is, when you break it, an incredible, incredible relief floods in. So, one of the things I want to encourage you today to think about is, let's just say, through this exchange that we're having here, where you're just listening to me, if you are working on true love, ask yourself some of these questions and you'll start to understand the patterns that you're holding. Ask yourself, what would change in my life if I attracted the partner I believe I desire? And see what comes up. You can journal this out. What would change in my life if I attracted the partner I desire? And then look at what you wrote. And the thing is, you may have written some things that you don't want to give up. It would change. So when you look at that, you say, oh, I don't want that to change. And therefore you stay in this space of not attracting true love because there's something you feel that would change that you don't want to change. I mean, you might say, oh, if I attracted true love, here's an example. If I attracted true love, I would be so happy, and we could travel, and we could laugh together. We could go to the beach. We could enjoy swimming together. We could walk around the neighborhood and enjoy just laughing and sitting on the couch and watching a favorite show if you watch TV, or watching a movie. You could say all that, and that sounds fun. But you could also say, oh, if I attracted true love, what would change is I would have to give up a lot of independence. So then we look at that phrase. Would you have to give up independence? Giving up independence is a choice. And then we change that. So what if attracting true love doesn't require you to give up independence? See, you can have both. You can have independence and relationship, a soulmate relationship. And I would venture to say that it is healthy to have both, to have independence and the soulmate relationship. So just dialogue with yourself if you want, as a exercise in healing, and ask yourself, what might change in my life if I were to attract true love? And just see what you write. You might be surprised at what you write. You may see that there are more things on that paper that you feel you would have to give up that you don't want to give up. And then we can start to reframe that and have you understand that you can have your cake and eat it too. You can actually have everything that you want on that list if it's important to you. Now, clearing the patterns from other lifetimes, that's deeper work, and that's what I do with people one-on-one in the soul pattern clearing. I also do some of that with the healing sessions that I do, the body work sessions. But understand that healing is interactive. It's you becoming aware of self. And that's why I said you have a love story waiting to happen, and it's with you. It's you falling in love with you again. Somewhere along the way, there has been a disconnection from self. And so we are attempting to reconnect with that love of self. Because the truth is, Any relationship that you attract will fall short if you are lacking the love of self. And any relationship on the flip side of that you attract when you have deep love of self is going to be tremendous, because you will be coming from a place of fullness, a place of knowing who you are, a place of deep comfort in who you are, and a place of great appreciation of who you are. And that is attractive. That is attractive. A sparkly energy. That sparkly energy comes when you start really loving and valuing yourself. So today's offering is about self-love. I want to suggest that anyone listening who wants to call in true love starts really looking at herself or himself and admiring yourself, not as a narcissist, not in a narcissistic way, not in an egotistical way, but you can, as a point of healing, you can look at your body, you can look at your hands, you can look at your arms, you can look at your eyes, your hair, and this is just the bodily part of you. So we'll start with the body and say, I really appreciate my hands. I love these hands. These hands have helped me this lifetime. These hands are holy. These hands are holy. Your hands are instruments of the divine to work through you. Every aspect of you is an instrument of the divine. This voice is holy. This voice is expressing energy from within me that I have to share in the world. These legs, I love these legs. These legs have supported me and carried me and been an important vehicle in my life. We think of our cars as our vehicles, but your legs have been taking you all around this world. And so I love and honor them. This is why self-Reiki is so fascinating. When we do Reiki on ourselves, it's extreme presence with the self and extreme self appreciation and self-care. And when we do our spiritual practice, we create a great connection within. We think the connection is with the divine. We're looking for messages from other worlds, from help from other places. We look for our spirit guides to speak to us. We look for direct downloads from our angels. We look for messages from our ancestors. And while all of this is true, that connection starts by you connecting with yourself, sitting with your breath, sitting with your presence, that light within you. So as you expand that, think of your energy field as being kind of like a bubble. So you have your body and you are working on yourself. Let's say you're sitting in meditation. You're becoming brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And it's like this white bubble is extending out from you. It's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it, if you can visualize this, as it becomes big, it starts to connect with other people outside of you. It starts to connect with other realms outside of you. It bypasses bodies. It bypasses, or not bypasses, sorry. It transcends other bodies. It goes through them, meets them, but it transcends it. It transcends that connection. It gets bigger, and then it extends out into the world, and then it extends out into the universe, and then it extends out into the non-physical spaces that exist beyond the universe, and then it extends out to where your spirit guides are, your ancestors, your angels, saints, deities, gurus, unseen energies that are there waiting to assist. If we believe everything is connected, then you're connecting through this light. It's like it's a telephone, and you're calling all these people. You're calling your neighbors. You're saying, hello, neighbor. Okay, now I'm moving on. Hello, man at the grocery store. Now I'm moving on. I'm extending my energy a little further. Hello, my cousin in another state. How are you? Hello, who's out there? Hello, angels. Hello, saints. Oh, hello, my grandmother's there. So you're connecting. You're all the time connecting. You're expanding. You're becoming lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. And in that state, you start to feel connected with everyone. And this is the attractive state. See, when you're repelling, you're introverted. Your shoulders go in, your head may drop down, your arms come in. You don't want to connect with anyone. But when you are expansive, you connect with all of life. However, it starts with you connecting with your breath, connecting with yourself, connecting with that light within you. So without a shadow of a doubt, you can absolutely attract to you the right next relationship for you. As you become brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, you will become an energetic match to that soulmate partner who is waiting also to feel that connection. It's like if you can think about a cord, a golden cord or a white cord, this cord, this light that's coming from you is going to connect with another being on this planet. And the cord is going to feel like, and cord has a negative connotation because we talk about cutting cords, unhealthy cords. And that's another episode. But I'm just giving you this as a point of reference, as a visualization, so that white light coming from you, maybe instead of a cord, we'll say a beam of light coming from you, is going to attract to you a beam of light coming from someone else. And there will be a vibrational match, a compatibility. But it starts by generating energy from yourself, from within. And when I say generating energy, it's love. It's all love. In the end, it's all love. So you have a love story waiting to happen, and it's with you. Your job is to work on yourself. Your job is to smooth out all the negative impressions that you have. Not only smooth them out, heal them. Heal them. Address them. Heal them. Say, this is no longer something I believe. This is no longer something I'm carrying with me. Look at the progress I've made. So this is why I said healing work goes deep. It goes deeply into maybe places that you didn't even know existed in you. When we do the soul pattern clearing, it's really interesting, I'll tell you, because what happens is you go into experiences, as I said, maybe from childhood, maybe from doesn't matter, you could be a teenager, any point in your life, and sometimes it goes into past lives, and we uncover what is influencing you. Isn't it fascinating? So we're carrying baggage with us, and our job is to become as clear as possible, to release the baggage that we really do not need. All we need is this connection to source energy. And when you remember that and when you tap into it, you're tapping into light, things start to happen differently in your life. We tap into light also with Reiki. When we do healings, we tap into this great reservoir of light and presence, and that smooths out, heals, releases, transmutes anything that is no longer serving us. It does not only have to be obviously related to true love. So many different ways of working with healing. In my healing sessions, I work with people according to what is appropriate in the moment. And if you remember nothing else from today, remember that your love story is waiting to happen. That love story that you want is waiting to happen, but it's going to start first by you connecting with self and then knowing, here's the other thing, knowing that you never have to, you never should. Usually I don't say should, but I'm going to say should. You probably never will after you identify it. Give up that connection. Once you forge that connection with self, it is a incredible strength you carry with you. It's like earlier I said, oh, acknowledge your legs, acknowledge your arms. Well, this light within you, this is the foundation of everything. So as strong as you feel your legs right now, maybe your feet are on the floor and you're sitting, that light within you will become so powerful, so incredible, so strong, so lovely, so nurturing that you will never want to be without it. And so you never have to fear that this connection you have made will leave you if you attract a relationship, because you will now, my friend, have shifted to another level. And once you make the shift, you probably don't go backwards. It won't feel right anymore to slip back into ways that were not healthy any longer. So, for instance, in the soul pattern clearing, when we actually clear a pattern, you never go back and say, oh, let me pick up that pattern again. It's gone. It's cleared. It's cleared. It's gone. You're free of it. So just like you throw out or you get rid of or you donate clothing in your house or belongings in your house, your job as a conscious spiritual being is to look at yourself and start discarding, releasing, letting go of those things that are not serving you, that may be blocking your manifestation, and in this case, your manifestation of love. So there's no we're not doing anything heavy where we say, oh, you should have attracted that soulmate by now. We're not attaching any time frame. Everything is perfect. You're right where you should be. We hear that a lot, but it's really true. You're right where you are because of all the lessons that are needed to be learned. And so I've said this before, as you know better, you will do better. And healing work helps you know better. I'll end with a chant. And I'm sending you blessings and inspiration to do the work on yourself so that you can attract what you desire this lifetime. It is important. Your desires are important. They are not to be swept under the rug. They are important. Remember, I've said, Guruji used to say to me, from where do you think your desires come? From the divine. Only from the divine. Everything is source energy. Your desires also are there. So if you want them to shift from a desire to a manifestation, you will put some attention, hopefully, on doing the work that will clear the patterns, clear and release the patterns, the conditions, the imprints that you may be holding that are keeping you from pulling those desires into your energy field. And here's the thing, once you pull that desire, whatever it is, if it's that soulmate desire, the next desire comes up. So you want more and more and more and more and more. And we think the key is, oh, I need to get rid of all these desires. I want too much. Well, how about just not being a slave to them? Not saying, oh, if I don't manifest that this lifetime, there's something wrong with me. No. You have many, 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 many desires. So you choose. Oh, I think I'm going to manifest this week. I think this month I'm going to work on this. I think in these next 6 months I'm going to work on this. It's all choice. It's all choice. It's all choice. It's all choice. What you would like to work on, what you would like to create. And when you connect with self, you create from a place of fullness and a place of joy. And in that space, you are all attractive. Some of the deities in India are described as being, Krishna particularly, as being all attractive. So meaning available to attract anything, capable of attracting anything. And when we work with sacred sound, we start to embody that energy of the sound vibrations we're working with. So that's another way of clearing. So many, many tools for clearing and changing the energy field. And it's up to you. It's up to you to identify the desire that you're working on. Say that there's nothing wrong with this desire. It's something I would like this lifetime. I think it would be beneficial for me. And then look at what you need to do to pull that thing into your space. To sometimes I say make it happen, but we're not really making it happen. We're becoming such an energetic match that, again, it is pulled into the space. That's how manifestation works once we start to understand it more. You are really attracting it. You're no longer repelling it, you're attracting it. So move into a space of attraction. Select the healing methods that resonate with you and put attention on your hopes and dreams. They are absolutely available to you. And no one has those hopes and dreams except for you. They are unique unto you. And therefore, no one can manifest those hopes and dreams except for you. No one is going to. No one can. And so, might as well let it be you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you would like help on your spiritual path, feel free to reach out. If you are ready to clear energies that are keeping you from manifesting your dreams, feel free to reach out. And if you are ready to learn Reiki, feel free to reach out. You can DM me on Instagram or connect with me through the show notes through my website, and I will be happy to assist you. Sending you many blessings today. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And today, because we have spoken about this topic of loving self, in this moment, if you like, just look at some aspect of your body. And the reason I say this is because it's so easy to do. You could say, I love myself. Yes, I think I love myself. But let's put more attention on that than just giving lip service to that. Let's look at some aspect of your body, like I said before, your hands, your feet, your legs, your eyes, your hair, your shoulders, your stomach, your hips, your knees. And maybe you look at all of those aspects, your elbows, your forearms. We do this in Reiki when we do self-healing. We touch all these areas and place energy, transmit energy. So today you can, if you like, rub your hands together and choose one of these areas and just take a moment to give energy back to self. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om Sai Ram. Jai Guruji. Om Amriteshwariye Namaha. Hare Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya.